Crew, what's on the reviewing agenda for the day?
Well, since it's No Shave November, you've scheduled today's review to be Tim Burton's film adaptation of Sweeney Todd, the Demon Barber of Fleet Street.
Excellent. Let's set up, Crew.
Won't Zack be kinda mad that you didn't invite him to review this movie with you? I mean, it's only like his favorite movie of all time.
Oh, I'm sure he'll be fine.
5 minutes later.
Hey guys, Matt here, bringing you the latest in movie reviews. And today, I'm taking a look at Sweeney Todd. So who's in this movie? Well, it's got Edward Scissorhands, the Red Queen, Severus Snape, Peter Pettigrew, and Borat. What's it about? Well, it's a film directed by Tim Burton, which is an adaptation of the Broadway musical, which in itself was based on a 1973 play, which in itself was based on a Victorian melodrama. We're only a minute into this review and already I'm bored. Well, the movie takes place in 19th century London, where our protagonist Sweeney Todd, real name Benjamin Barker, returns home after 15 years after he was banished by a corrupt judge who banished him because he was in love with Barker's wife. A sinister judge who lusts after a woman and does heinous acts to get her? No, it's probably just a coincidence. Probably. So Sweeney returns.
Is your lights are catching fire from one man to the next.
Zack, I'm doing a review here. Get out.
But.
Get out.
But.
Get out.
Okay.
So Sweeney returns to his barber shop, located above the meat pie shop of Mrs. Lovett, played by Helena Bonham Carter. I find it funny that Tim Burton reuses actors even when he's doing an adaptation. Can you imagine if other directors did that? Coming soon, Christopher Nolan's Les Miserables, starring Christian Bale as Jean Valjean and Tom Hardy as Inspector Javert. Anne Hathaway still plays Fantine. Meanwhile, Sweeney's sailor friend Anthony falls in love with Sweeney's daughter Joanna, who was taken from him along with his wife and raised by the evil Judge Turpin, played by Alan Rickman. And Turpin plans on marrying Joanna. I know she's not technically his blood daughter and only his adopted daughter, and this was Victorian England when that kind of stuff was socially acceptable, but this still seems icky. It's icky, right?
Right.
Thank you. Back in the main story, Sweeney's barber business really begins to take off, and after killing a blackmailing con man played by Sacha Baron Cohen, Sweeney earns the business of Judge Turpin. But before he can kill him, Anthony interrupts with news that he and Joanna are planning to elope, causing Turpin to vow never to return to Sweeney's shop. Getting real tired of your shit, Anthony.
Do they think the walls can hide you? Even now I'm at your window.
Zack, go away or I swear to God I'm calling the cops!
They all deserve to die.
With Sweeney's chance at vengeance gone, he decides to vent his anger by killing everybody that enters his shop while he waits for Turpin's next visit. I don't really think that's such a good stress-relieving technique, Sweeney. Try stabbing a pillow instead, that might be better. And Sweeney and Mrs. Lovett come up with a brilliant way to deal with the bodies of Sweeney's murder victims. Use their meat to bake into Mrs. Lovett's meat pies and sell them to the unsuspecting patrons of London. Ha! Stupid British people. They'll eat anything. As the bodies begin to pile up, the conspiracy deepens and a simple revenge plan turns into a complex murder scheme with Sweeney murdering everybody who stands in the way of covering his tracks. And being a Tim Burton film, it carries several of his trademark charms. Johnny Depp, Helena Bonham Carter, the tortured misunderstood hero, Victorian England. Now I know what you're thinking. Why didn't I review this movie for Octoberton? Well, that's a very simple answer. You see—
Excuse me, my lord, may I request my lord permission, my lord, to speak?
No!
Okay. I'll steal you, Matt Farah.
So final verdict, 9.5 out of 10. I've seen a lot of musicals in my life, but this one has to be by far one of the best I've ever seen. Ever. It's dark, it's bloody, it's tear-jerking, and it's got one downer of an ending. Basically, it should be called Sweeney Todd, the Demon Barber of Field Street. And I loved every minute of it. It's a lot like watching a Shakespearean tragedy like Macbeth. You know it's going to turn out bad for the protagonist, but you really want to see how drastically their lives can change by just making a simple decision. Oh, and the songs are awesome. Who would have thought that a duet between Jack Sparrow and Snape would have given me chills? Well, internet people, that's my opinion. Take it or leave it. Until next time, I'll see—
Well, I've come home to find—
Zack, stop. Why do you keep doing this? Why do you keep interrupting my review with your singing?
Well, you're just reviewing Sweeney Todd. I just want to be in the review.
What?
Sweeney Todd's like my favorite movie of all time. I'm just a little hurt you didn't even ask me to be in the review.
Oh. I had no idea.
Well, thanks for caring.
Zack. Well, I've come home to find you waiting.